Ebonyi herdsmen attack. We alerted Governor Nwifuru days ahead. Ohaneze Youth Wing alleges. My people, I want us to pay a closer look and listen to this information very clearly. And I want you to write down this thing I'm about to tell you. Francis Nwifuru knows about the Fulanis coming. He couldn't prevent it. David Umahi knows about the Fulanis coming. Yet, he could not prevent it. You know why? It is an orchestrated attack. There's no any Fulanis or whatsoever cow that are being killed. If there's any cow that are being killed, let the media house who carry the burning and the killings of people in Ebonyi State carry that news, carry the picture, and show us the cows that are being killed in Ebonyi State in their bushes. This is what happened to, what is happening in Imo State right now. Where Hope have been threatened, they give him the governorship because he have agreed to kill his own people, mostly the youths in Imo State. They have already again threatened him to continue the killings, otherwise, after his tenure, EFCC, DSS, and the DIA, including ICPC, is going to knock on his door. And that is the persistent killing in Imo State today. Dave Umahi have been warned. The secret memo is that they are going to probe Dave Umahi on that nonsense kitchen house he built in Ebonyi State and call it airport. The money Dave Umahi wasted in that thing he called airport is amount of money that have been spent to build the mighty Singapore busiest airport. I repeat, the amount of money Dave Umahi spent in building that kitchen line, in building that boys' quarter he called airport in Ebonyi State, is the amount of money being spent in Singapore to build the highest and busiest airport in one of the Asian countries that is giving them the most revenue they are boasting of today. Their airport in Singapore is the reason why their GDP, and also they are the strongest passport we have in the world of today. So they are threatening him that it's either him and his boy, Francis Nwifuru, allow the Fulanis to roll the way they like, kill people, burn their houses, chase them out from their ancestral land, or EFCC and the other security personnel that is in charge of corruption is going to knock on your door. Francis Nwifuru's own side, you must make sure that these people run freely and go freely without anybody coming to revenge or do anything. Otherwise, his second tenure is what can be negotiable. All these things I'm telling you is verifiable facts. Go out there, you will find out. That is why this guy went to Amago, where this thing happened. Do you know what he says? Instead of this guy to be sympathizing with the lives being lost, he was busy hammering on telling them not to go for revenge. If you don't want them to go for revenge, then what happens? Are you hearing me now? Okay, did you send your security operative to go for it? No. All the security operatives are within that community. Say they are doing, what investigation are you doing? You know where they come from, and they have gone back there. These people, Fulanis are operating from a Amofu, stroke Benue State. That is where their base is. So they are trying to penetrate to enter Ebonyi to also get base there, because in Enugu State they have had base already. Peter Mba is not disturbing them. He's not even care about what they do in a Hamufu. The only thing he's interested in how to deport Simon Ekpa from Finland to Nigeria. So Fulanis have base already in Amufu, in Enugu State, in our backyard here. When they are occupying Benue, they will occupy Enugu State down to Ebonyi. Then from there, they'll be spreading from other parts of the Biafra territory. And our political elders, everybody was silent. I'm still looking at Peter Obi to condemn the killings of these people on his platforms. But he never. Rather, he's busy wishing whoever that win Grammy Award. Igbos, on Amumu, he don't enter grade 1. In fact, Igbo no emo ha, enwo ye na Igbo. So the killings that happens in Ebonyi, Dave Umahi is aware and Francis Nwifuru is aware. But their hands are tied because they have eaten the forbidden fruit. Let us go straight to the reason why we are here. And my own point, or rather, what I'm going to drop for them here, is that the blood of the innocent that have been shed will be on the head of David Umahi, Francis Nwifuru, Alex Toop, Emmanuel Macron, and Keir Starmer of UK. All these people I call their countries are complicit in what is happening in Biafra territory today. Because that is what they want when they sideline Simon Ekpa and restrict him access on everything, including internet. But we move. The end we justify. Abacha say Megini, I go a mile. Another headline here. Nigeria's external reserve dropped by $1.19 billion in 3 weeks. The external reserve from 500 billion, now it have dropped more. In fact, it keep on dropping every year, every day, every month. Since good Lord Jonathan left office for APC, APC is killing this country. Don't be surprised. They know Biafra is coming. So they want to liquidate everything so that every region will start afresh. That is what they are doing. So that when it is time to share, there's nothing again that will let you share. Rather, the only thing you can share is debt. Don't be surprised. They know what they are doing. They want to liquidate that external reserve. External reserve they have. You know, that is every country. That is where the strength of every country lies. Your external reserve. But now Nigeria are liquidating their own because they already know it. People in the government house know. The only people I pity is the idiots on the street who keep on still preaching one Nigeria. Why the ones who is the helm of affairs are not even preaching one Nigeria? That is why they can store anything. If they see pregnant woman baby, they will steal it. Notorious bandit Kingpin released from Niger Republic prison returns to Nigeria. We're gonna see this headline again. Insecurity. Northern governors divided over dialogue and nightic options. They want to dialogue with their bandits. They want to pay them salaries. They want to give them a very nice package. That is why they keep on going from bush to bush, from forest to forest, with megaphone announcing to them to drop their arms. Not these people are not willingly dropping their arms. That is why when they drop their arms and 1 month, 2 months, what they promise them, they don't see it, they will go back to the place they came from. It has happened in Brunei, it has happened in Zamfara. So let us stop deceiving ourselves. We know about all these things. Anyway, people may let us read in between the lines. I beg you, there's no time to waste. But Dave Umahi and Francis Nwifuru, the blood of the innocent that are shed on the Biafran soil on daily basis, will speak when the time is right. The youth wing of Ohanese Ndiberibe has alleged that it alerted Governor Francis Nwifuru of Ebonyi State 4 days before suspected Fulani herdsmen struck at Amago Nkalaha community in the Ishelu local government area of Ebonyi State. The attack, which occurred on Sunday, February 2nd, claimed several lives, while property that worth millions of naira were destroyed. The Ohanese Youth Council spoke in a statement issued on Tuesday by its national president, Comrade Igboayaka. Oh, Igboayaka. This guy name, I so much love it. The statement added, our findings indicate that Fulani herdsmen are expanding their presence in Ebonyi State, posing a significant threat of additional attacks if Governor Francis Nwifuru remains inactive, which may lead to further loss of life in Ebonyi State. Unfortunately, we have governors in Southeast who are perceived as uncooperative regarding insecurity, demonstrating a lackadaisical attitude which has led to frequent incidents of killings, kidnapping, banditry, and arson in the southeast. Evidently, Governor Nwifuru has been ineffective in ensuring the safety of the lives and properties of Ebonyi, raising concerns about his capacity, ability, and dedication to resolving the Fulani herdsmen violence in Ebonyi State. We trust that Governor Nwifuru and his team will carefully examine the various locations mentioned in the Ohanaeze Youth Council press statement issued at Abakaliki on 29th of January 2025. In the press statement, the Ohanaeze Youth Council OYC proposed a solution to the insecurity in Ebonyi State, and we anticipate a responsible and responsive government to act promptly without delay or procrastination. The Ohanaeze Youth Wing condemned a press statement released by President of the Ohanaeze Ndiberibe, Ebonyi State Chapter, Barrister Justice Chibuzora Okoha, which expressed support for Nwifuru's administration. Regrettably, a defense and response on behalf of Governor Nwifuru's Francis should not have been emanated from Ohanaeze Ndiberibe parental body, Ebonyi State Chapter, but rather from Governor Francis Nwifuru's Commissioner of Information or Special Advisor on Media and Publicity. Politics of stomach infrastructure had led Barrister Justice Chibuzo Okoha to compromise his social cultural responsibility to advocate for Ndi Igbo in Ebonyi State, instead becoming the spokesperson for Governor Francis Nwifuru. I advise most distinguished Senator John Azota Mbata, the new President General of Ohanaeze Ndiberibe, to caution Barrister Justice Chibuzo Okoha and his team, who have already become stooges to Governor Francis Nwifuru. The body stated that the Ohanaeze Youth Council, which represents the interests of over 50 million Igbo youths, will not accept any leadership the election from Ohanaeze Ndigbo State presidents. Nigeria's external reserve dropped by $1.19 billion in 3 weeks. Nigeria's external reserve declined significantly by about $1.19 billion in the last 3 weeks plus. This is according to the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN gross external reserves data. According to the data, the reserve dropped to $39.723 billion as of January 31st of 2025 from $40.877 billion at the end of December 2024. The downward movement in the nation's foreign currency reserves was revealed as the CBN is yet to publish the position of the external reserves 4 days into the new month of February. Despite the decline in the country's external reserves, the naira has remained relatively stable at below 1,500 naira per dollar mark as of February 3, 2025. The development comes as the Bismarck Rewan lead financial derivatives company, Federal Development Commission, foreign direct investment, in its 2025-2026 outlook, expect Nigeria gross external reserve to drop by 11.47% in 2025 to $36.21 billion and 2026 as $37.65 billion from a high of $40.9 billion in 2024. The FDC analysts also expect that the dollar and naira exchange rate will average at 1,586 in 2025 and 1,575 in 2026 as against the average exchange rate of 1,615 naira in 2024. Notorious kingpin, bandit and terrorist released from Niger Republic prison returns to Nigeria. A notorious bandit kingpin, Kachala Bami Yama, who was jailed in Niger Republic in 2015, has been released after serving his sentence. Bami Yama has now returned to Katsina, a state in the northwestern part of Nigeria, 9 years later. This was made known on Tuesday in a post on X by Zagazola Makama, a lectured-based counter-terrorism and insurgents expert. Makama stated that Bami Yama, regarded as one of the deadliest bandits and terrorists in the region, was captured in 2015 during the tenure of former Katsina State Governor Aminu Bello Masari. According to the security expert, the bandits' arrest was a major breakthrough in the fight against banditry, as he was caught smuggling arms using 9 camels in Damusa, Katsina State. At the time, authorities seized 1,000 livestock belonging to his network and disrupted a critical supply chain for bandit operations in the region. He was later convicted and imprisoned by the authorities in Niger Republic, Makama said. Makama also revealed that the intelligence source told him Bami Yama has reappeared in northwest Nigeria, where he previously led violent attacks, mass kidnappings, and cattle rustling operations. He noted that the dreaded bandit return has triggered fear, given his influence among bandit networks across Katsina, Zamfara, and Sokoto states. Intelligence source indicated that top bandit leaders have been paying homage to him. Some reportedly gifted him multiple firearms, including 5 to 10 rifles each. Chineke Kwenyojo. His emergence could significantly escalate violent activities in the northwest, an area already plagued by insecurity. His activities include mass kidnappings, cattle rustling, and widespread attacks on villages across Sokoto, Katsina, and Zamfara State, Makama Zagazola states. The last but not the least, insecurity. Northern governors divided over dialogue and Nitic options. In recent years, the escalating violence in Nigeria's northwestern states, particularly Kaduna, Zamfara, Kebbi, and Sokoto, has prompted state governors to explore various strategies to curb banditry and restore peace. These approaches, ranging from dialogue to outright rejection of negotiations, reflect the complex dynamics and differing philosophies among northern leaders in addressing security challenges. In this post, Daily Post explores the various strategies employed by state governors of the affected states, with security experts giving their opinions on the issue. Kaduna Governor Uba Sani Peace Initiative. Governor Uba Sani of Kaduna State had defended his administration's decision to engage in peace talks with bandits terrorizing parts of the state. He emphasized that the primary goal is to preserve lives and ensure peace in an interview with the BBC Hausa service. The governor clarified that the decision followed 6 months of dialogue and did not involve any payments to the terrorists. He stated, "We did not offer them any money. Not even 1 naira was given to them. Our priority is to ensure that our people are safe and that there is peace in the state." This initiative has led to the tangible outcome. On November 29 of 2024. Governor Sani Uba received repentant bandits in Berenengwari and opened a cattle market that had been closed for about a decade due to insecurity. The governor noted that several senior bandit leaders and their followers had laid down their arms and embraced peace. Zamfara. Divergent approaches in ending banditry. In Zamfara State, approaches to dealing with banditry have evolved with change in leadership. Former Governor Bello Metawale pursued a dialogue with the bandits as a means to end violence. He insisted that dialogue was still very relevant in the fight against banditry and secured the release of 26 girls through such negotiations. However, the current administration under Governor Dawood Lawal has taken a firm stance against negotiating with bandits. Governor Lawal has retreated that his administration will not engage in any negotiation with bandits terrorizing the state. He emphasized that previous attempts at dialogue not only failed but also empowered the terrorists to become more daring. The governor stated, "We still maintain the position that we will not negotiate with terrorists. Our administration has been unequivocal in its approach to addressing the security challenges facing our state and our people, comparing violence before and after truce. Prior to these peace initiatives, the aforementioned states experienced rampant banditry, including mass killings, kidnappings, and displacement of communities. The Abuja-Kaduna Highway, for instance, was notoriously referred to as the highway of kidnapping due to frequent abductions. Following the truce in Kaduna State, there have been reports of reduced attacks in some areas, suggesting that dialogue can yield positive results. However, the sustainability of these outcomes remains uncertain, as some bandit groups have reneged on agreements in the past. Do northern leaders accept truce with terrorists? Northern leaders have relied on various options to tackle banditry in their states. While governors like Obasani have embraced dialogue, others such as Dauda Lawal rejected negotiations. The divergence highlights the complexity of the issue. Many believe that while dialogue offers a non-violent avenue to peace, it also raises concern about legitimizing criminality and the potential for bandits to exploit negotiations without genuine commitment to cease hostilities. Experts insight. In an interview with Daily Post, Dr. Ismail Atanko Wudilawa, a retired Joint Task Force commander, emphasized that security issues can be addressed either through dialogue or military action. He acknowledged the merit of Kaduna model, but cautioned that the government must ensure that bandits remain true to their commitments. He acknowledged the merit of Kaduna model, but cautioned, at the commitment, I think I wrote that. The Kaduna model is commendable, he noted, but the government should ensure the bandits stay true to their word and not go back. The decision by some northern governors to engage in dialogue with bandits reflects a strategic shift towards non-violent conflict resolution, he said. Woody Lewa believes while initial outcomes appear promising, the long-term success of these peace deals hangs on the sincerity of the bandits and the government's ability to enforce the so-called agreements. He insisted that it remains imperative for authorities to balance dialogue with robust security measures to ensure lasting peace and stability in the region that are being ravaged by insecurity. So, my good people, with this full point of mine, I am very sure that I am able to convince you, but not to confuse you, that David Umahi and Francis Nwefuru are killing their own people just because they want to retain power. Period to what Amechi said, that these governors, these government officials can kill, they can maim, they can do all sorts of things to remain in power. That's exactly what is happening in Ebonyi State and Imo State, and also in Anambra State as well. Are you hearing me now? In Enugu State as well. Only Abia State, I'm still looking at Abia State with one side of my eye. But I can tell you that all the governors in the southeast, all of them are complicit in the insecurity that we are facing today. Nobody is going to tell me anything. Nobody is going to tell me that they are fighting. Chukwuma Soludo only elected that task force to fight against those who will stand his re-election. Forget about kidnapping or not kidnapping. My people, I beg you, now we take a break, like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. I still remain Okurora One Nation, your one and only Amandia Neze. When I go hear my voice again when I come back, Kemesiano.